Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot with a little bit of astrology for the day. And as you can see, I'm using the Monstero by Joanna Nelson. This one's the travel size deck that comes in a really nice, isn't that adorable? Look at that. And even inside, everything's all, comes in a nice magnetic box and with a little guidebook as well. So anyway, let's see. Today, of course, November 7th, Monday, November 7th. Ooh, things are heating up, right? Man. So, of course, well, not of course, I hope you guys know that there's a stellium happening in Scorpio. We have, a stellium is 3 or more planets, but we also have it conjunct the south node. So we have the Sun, Venus, and Mercury. The Sun is sandwiched in between Mercury and Venus today, and the south node is right there, right next to Mercury as well. So Mercury's all about, voting and getting our free will out there, and it's opposing the north node and Uranus, and that Taurus moon is heating up. Man, this one definitely wants to pop out. Ace of Swords, yep. Man, do I need to say anything? I mean, just look at that. Who's going to be kebabbed? Who's going to be on a skewer? Right? Because we are exercising our free will, and I love the blue. Actually, there's a lot of blue in the outside too. I wasn't even thinking of that, but hey. So with the moon in Taurus, we are much more into self-preservation mode, into survival, into everything feminine. And with the polarity between Taurus and Scorpio, that's a lot of feminine reproductive rights, trying to avert crisis. With the Eight of Cups, so now this is interesting. Something to do with good ideas, making choices, moving forward, clear. The Ace of Swords is about truth and clarity. And then the Eight of Cups is we are walking away from something that hasn't worked in the past, and it's been painful, emotionally painful, and we're tired of it. We're not having it anymore. Right? It's like, I ain't be having that. Remember Homie the Clown? God. Okay, what is our last card here? And we have Saturn in this nice flow of energy to Mars. So Saturn in Aquarius, hopefully, is we the people mastering our lives. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Man, oh man, a lot of water, a lot of clarity, a lot of moving towards what we want, and we know that the old way will not work, so we can't hang out there anymore. And with the Queen of Cups, it's all about honoring what is sacred. That's the reason that she's the only one of, oops, almost knocked my deck over there. She's the only one of all the cups. We have 14 cups cards in the deck, and she's the only one that has a vessel with a lid on it. It's not just a cup, it's a big vessel. And what I got in meditation about that, I'm asking, why? What's up with that? And what I got is because she's holding space for all that is sacred. And what is most sacred? Our free will. Our ability to exercise our free will and choose the life that we want to live. Not beholden to any, political faction of any type. So if you're not into politics and you don't go vote, then you can't complain when things don't go right. And that's the message here, right? The cards are saying we really need to be clear of the direction that we want to go, because going backwards is not an option. Well, it's always an option, but it'll just lead to more emotional pain. And what is most sacred to you? What is your emotional intelligence telling you? Outside of your head. There's no need for thinking with your head when it comes to honoring the most precious thing that you have in this world, and that is your body. Okay? So choose accordingly is what I'm getting there. Let me see. I have the chart. I always have the chart like right close by, so I'm looking at the chart to see if there's anything else I want to say about. Yeah, there's a theme. So there's a theme going on again for the second week in a row where Pluto is in a quincunx to Mars, and Mars in Gemini. Mars in Gemini is all about going towards, well, you're learning things. We're learning and we're curious and we're wanting to get out of duality. We're trying to make a good choice that's diplomatic for ourselves and for each other if you're smart, right? I mean, if you're smart, you're not in this just for yourself. With Mars in conjunct to Pluto in Capricorn, it's about your own personal power, but also the integrity of being one with everyone else, and that is a part of your personal power. It's not power over others that's going to win. And I believe that that's the reason we have that inconjunct that's been going on for the last couple of weeks, is because the universe is holding space for us to realize that an adjustment needs to be made. Quincunxes and conjuncts are always about adjustments. It's a 150-degree aspect. So, yeah. Man. Okay. Well, I think I'll get off my soapbox, and hopefully those of us who could already, those of you who could have already voted have voted, and those of us who can drive people to go vote if they need be, if you're in a state where you don't have, like let's say in Georgia, if you're in a state and you know someone needs a ride, I hope that you guys are supporting that as well if you can. Best you can, because there are a lot of handicapped people that can't get out and vote without support. So, yeah. And if there's any intimidation that you're seeing at the poll centers, at the precincts, you can report that to the FBI because it's illegal. They have to stay, I think, 250 feet away at least. Should be 500 or more, but yeah. So they can sit and watch all they want, but if they bother you or take pictures of you or yell at you, things like that, you can turn around and take a picture of them and turn it into the FBI, just so you know that. So, okay. Meanwhile, sending you lots of love, big prayers of support and strength. Okay, goodbye.